In this video, I will show the current path that members have to take to transport their gear from the lake lab to the dock. Then I will show two possible paths that members can take with the proposed west-facing doors. With the current north-facing doors, sails and boards are brought straight out into the wider portion of the deck in front of the yellow canopy. Since the stairs have railings, the person in front must walk straight out before turning. This increases the amount of dock width needed to safely carry out sails and boards. Currently, members only need to briefly be on the walk path to cross it and bring the gear out onto the deck. If members were to come out of a west-facing door, there would be two possible paths. One, which we simulate here, would involve walking down a new set of stairs placed further west from the current lake lab doors. This would be dangerous, as the dock here is approximately 3 feet less wide than the dock in front of the lake lab. When transporting boards and sails, there is not enough width for the person closer to the water to safely transport the gear. As noted here, the member carrying the board almost falls in the water, even during our filming. It is important to note that there would be even less space than in this video, as the stairs come out an extra 1.5 feet relative to these benches. The railings for stairs would also prevent a member from turning earlier to avoid falling into the water. Though taking this path is possible, but dangerous with a board, it is essentially impossible to do with a large sail. There simply is not enough room. The other possible route to take out of a west-facing door is shown in the following clips. This route prolongs the time that members are transporting gear on the lakeshore path. They must come out, rotate, walk down to where the dock is wider and the stairs are, then rotate again and walk down the stairs. Currently, when members come out of the lake lab with their gear, passers-by can simply stop and wait and do not get in the way. But with a new west-facing door, people using the path will not know where the members are transporting the gear, and this may cause collisions or impasses when members are transporting gear in the opposite direction that the person is walking. What I mean by this is that someone walking might walk in between where the members are coming out and where the stairs are, and either the members or the person on the path would have to walk back in order to allow each person to get around the other. So the first point is that members need to be able to transport their gear directly across the path to minimize time spent blocking the walkway with large gear. The second point is that the dock must be wide enough to allow members to safely and effectively transport their gear onto the deck. So I see two possible solutions. One is making the new doors north-facing near the wide part of the dock. This would allow people to essentially maintain their current routine and use the wide part of the dock in the way that we currently do. The other option would be to extend the wide part of the dock west so that members are not in danger of falling in when loading gear onto this part of the dock, as in when they're coming out the west-facing doors and having to load onto the dock right there, cutting directly across the path. The dock there would be wide enough to allow them to come out and safely set up their gear there. Thank you for listening,